Now let's talk about Taylor. What's his name again? Yeah, Tyler. You're playing in the game, you better learn their names quick. Hence, she's not there no more. I can already see I'm a rule in this kingdom. I think if I can control how they feel, I can control how they think. If I can whoop these all-stars, doesn't that mean I'm the best ever? I'm Russell Hantz, and this is the Russell Hantz. What's happening, guys? Now, I've been very excited to do this. I did my players' performance for Survivor. Now I'm jumping into Big Brother. If you've been watching my channel, you see that we're covering all Big Brother. Everything that happens, even the live feeds, you can check that out. We do that every day at 12 o'clock. But we're going to get on with this episode of the players' performance. I'm going to start. I only have a list here, a list of the names. So I'm just going to go off of my mind. And I know you guys, some of you hate it, some of you love it. But I like to think strategically. I give credit where credit's due. I do have my favorites and I have my least favorites in the house. That doesn't matter. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. All right. First name on the list is Nicole F. Now, 2 days into the house, Nicole's crying like a baby. I can't give her a good review if she's always crying and complaining about everything. I think that Nicole is used to having someone with her. I think she needs someone with her. She's always into these showmances, and this year she's not going to have a showman. So she always had that shoulder to cry on. Now she doesn't. So it makes it even more depressing for her. She's that type of person in life. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but she's that type of person in life that needs someone. Danny. Now, Danny, to me, it's very interesting that she's one of the ones that I can see. Nicole, she's playing the same game she always plays, but without the showmans. Danny, she's starting off a little slow, and I'm liking it because she's an aggressive player, and by nature, she, and right now she's just sit back and she's listening. We have a few people that's doing that. They're sitting back and they're just listening and see what's happening, what's going on. And that's a great way to start. It's definitely a marathon. Survivor is more of a sprint, to tell you the truth. In the concept of things, with comparing the two, Survivor's a sprint. You better get things going and you better get it going fast. This is in my opinion, of course, even though I played 3 times. So Big Brother is more of a marathon. You have to sit back, watch things happen. Even though Keisha sat back and watched things happen, so did Kevin. He sat back, he watched things happen the very first few days and see what happened to them. So there's a fine line with that as well. We'll move on to Devon. Devon, I think that she's playing one of the best games so far. Now, I'm going to give out my Russell crown. There was a few that I was thinking about, and she was one of them, but she didn't make it. She's playing a laid-back game right now. She's letting people come to her. Well, I have a few people that I say that exact same thing. They're letting people come to them, and then she is showing that she's trustworthy. So I'm liking her game so far. I think it's solid. I think that she's going to do well. I think that she's in the final 5. I just think she's going to go that far. All right, Christmas. Like I said, I'm going through this list. Skeeters like I'm on Survivor. I'm going through this list like they came into the house. Now, Christmas, she's interesting because everybody doesn't like Christmas. Everybody's always talking negative about Christmas online and things like that. To me, I can't see why, because I'm watching the live feeds, guys, and Christmas is actually, playing just as good a game as Devon at this point. She's also listening to people. They come to her, she listens, and then she evaluates that information. I think she's playing a great strategic game right now, and she's playing that slow game, and that's necessary. We'll get to her alliance as we get to Memphis, and he's down there all the way at the bottom of the list, but we'll get to him, of course. Okay, now let's talk about Taylor. What's his name again? Yeah, Tyler. You're playing in the game. You better learn their names quick. Hence, she's not there no more. So Tyler is playing the same old game. Now, people are coming up to him, but he's playing the same game. He's telling everyone, I got you. I got you. Final two. I got you. The crazy thing is everybody wants a final two with Tyler. Even though every single person damn near is going up to him asking him to be in an alliance, Tyler, that's going to get him in trouble. It'll get him further in the game. But eventually they'll say, he has a final two with me. Well, he has one with me. He has one with me. Even though he's not the one that's actually doing it. They trust him so much, they all want an alliance with him. Which is a positive thing, but it's going to end up biting him in the butt at the end of the day. Let's talk about Ian. Ian is, he's trying to play on the down low, poor guy. I think he's in trouble this week because obviously Memphis won HOH, and I think that he's going to gun for Ian. We don't know yet. We'll see. By the time you watch this, you probably already know. But, I'm not sure about Ian. He is, looks like he's playing the same type of game that he played with my brother when they played in the house. I had Ian as my captain on the fantasy Big Brother things that you guys do that I just found out about, and I started playing that myself. So I have Ian as a captain because I thought he's going to win some challenges, he's going to get some DR stuff, and he's going to go far in the game. Now all of a sudden you have people that's actually gunning for him really early, and I didn't expect that to happen. So I think Ian may be in a little bit of trouble. He's playing a low-key game right now. This is where the low-key game hurts you. Keisha was playing a low-key game. Kevin played a low-key. Now all of a sudden the low-key players are getting targeted. So I can easily see two low-key players, Nicole and Ian. I'm going to go ahead and talk about them two right now, even though she's lower on the list. Nicole and Ian are playing the same type of games, low-key, and I think that they're going to be in trouble for that. They could easily be put up this week. I don't know if that's the case, but if it is, then it's just easy, right? It's just easy. It's the way to go. It's, let's just do this because it won't piss off too many people in the house. We hate when they play that way, but we have to deal with it. I don't know what's happened to my light. All right, Kevin. Kevin again, like I keep saying, Kevin is playing, the low-key game, and all of a sudden he had to work. Kevin was put up. He had to work. He had to make some relationship, make it happen to where he could go further in the game. And I think that might help Kevin. I don't think we're going to see his name for a while. Hopefully it's not this next time, so then you see that I'm wrong. But and it could easily be. He's an easy target. Just put him up again. But I don't think so. I think it's going to be closer to the Ian Nicole thing. I don't think they're going to really gun for the Janelle and Kaser thing just yet. That's a possibility that's going to happen, but not yet. So, Kevin got put up. He had to play his game. He did. He saved himself. So we'll see how far Kevin goes. Enzo's a pretty cool character. These characters, they're a bro love type of guys. We got tons of them. What we got? Tyler, Enzo, Cody, Memphis. I mean, they're bro love type of guys. They like to play with guys. And I know that. We all known that before they even went in the game. So if someone like Janelle wins HOH, it's really going to stir things up because she don't care. She'll put up somebody like Tyler and Cody right off the bat, or Tyson and Cody, or Taylor and Tyler. Put them up right off the bat and stir up some trouble in that house. So, but Enzo, he's rocking on that banana. He's a funny guy. I know everybody wants to see him last a little longer, but that bro love thing, man, that gets old. Almost like the showmance thing to me. All girl alliance, showmance, bromance. whatever. Okay, we'll move on. Janelle. Janelle almost got the Russell crown, guys. Almost. But I couldn't give it to her because she really didn't have to play for that safety. Kaser would have used it no matter what. So by playing for that, it really put a target on her. Kaser was going to use it on her. I don't know how close she really thinks she is, but when she seen Kaser do it, she should have just left it alone. But she didn't. She played it. Janelle is definitely going after Nicole F. For some reason, she doesn't like her. A lot of people really don't like Nicole F, so I see the point. But she's going after her, and Nicole knows it. So, it's interesting watching Janelle play because I watch them wheels turn. It's kind of like I play, guys. I see her asking Nicole F questions, and the questions are only to get in Nicole's head, and it's working. So that's her style of play. And Christmas knows that. Christmas even said it. She's getting in your head. She's trying to get you. This was on the live feeds if you guys don't know. But Christmas is really keen to those type of things. I know we talked about it, but she is. And Janelle, she plays a rough game. A very strategic game. So I'm super excited to see. She's one that I don't like. I didn't like her going into the season. But when it comes to the gameplay, things change. And I'm starting to really appreciate her game. You don't have to like somebody to appreciate. You know how many people out there hate me but appreciate my game? Okay, that's good when you can actually do that. So yes, I appreciate Janelle's game. Bailey she's one of the ones that's playing a different game. We seen Bailey go crazy. She went off last time she played Big Brother. She went off when she played the challenge. If you don't know the challenge or haven't seen it, she went off just the same and, screaming and hollering, losing it. Right now she's calm, but the fire hasn't been lit yet. There's no fire in the kitchen. Let's see how she does when the heat is in the kitchen, right? I will be super impressed if she changes her way of playing, changes her way of thinking, and stays steady, stays strong, and doesn't explode. If she does that and makes it to the end, she's going to win this game. But, again, she hasn't been tested yet. We don't know what's going to happen with Bailey. She will be tested, so we will see. But at this point, she's playing a great game. All right, let's move on. I talked about Nicole A. Not much to talk about, really. Keisha, bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Keisha. That happened. It was an easy thing to do. Put them two up. Get rid of her. The least amount of blood on your hands. She's gone. Kaser and Janelle are kind of the same. But Kaser does it calmly. Kaser reminds me of a musician. He reminds me of someone that knows what you're thinking. Like you're looking at him and you're talking to him and you're thinking in your back of your head, as you're talking, as you're trying to, like Cody was in a DR, defend yourself. Does this guy know what I'm talking about? I think this guy knows what I'm saying. I know this guy knows. I'm just so freaking out. Kaser knows everything that's going on in the house. And he's all low melatonin. He's all calm always. He never raises his voice. It's scary. There's no way I could play with a guy like that and not know that this guy is good. I've played with people like that. And like Tyson, when I played with Tyson, I made Tyson change his vote without telling him to change his vote. Because I knew I couldn't come up to him and say, hey, Tyson, I'm changing my vote to poverty. I'm doing all this. And I couldn't come to him with a strategic plan. Kaser is like that. You can't come up to him because his wheels will start turning. And then you're like, man, maybe he didn't believe me. He didn't believe a word I said. I just know he's reading my mind. And I can't let that happen. So I don't know what to do. Yeah, so It's like that. I forgot that movie. He's looking at him, making you.
What is he making me do?
You're not doing anything, Barry.
That's right, Barry. You're not doing anything.
I'm not doing anything. I'm paralyzed. Oh, God.
God can't hear you, Barry.
Oh, my body's a prison. Oh, this is so painful. I can't move, Tim. Tim, help me. Help me, Tim.
Move. I release you.
Oh.
Let's move on to Cody. Cody, and I'm gonna explain why he gets the Russell crown. Yes, Cody gets it. I know some of you are gonna be like, why? He put up 2 easy people, but Cody didn't want to put up them 2 easy people. He wanted to put up Kaser and Janelle. That was his plan. He was gonna gun right off the bat. He was gonna shoot bullets right off the bat. He was taking them out, the big boys, and I think that was smart. But then all of a sudden, they became not eligible to have been put up. So he goes with the easiest thing. You don't want to stir up the pot like he was about to do, and then all of a sudden that plan doesn't work, and then let's stir up the pot even more. Let's just keep on stirring it and getting all these people to hate me, because he went with the easiest route because he had to at that point when his plan didn't work. It didn't work with Kaser and Janelle. He had to be safe at that point. And it's smart that he knew that. He brought it down, like, okay, let's do what we have to do at this point, and let's go ahead and vote off the easy route. Now he voted off Keisha. See, now I'm forgetting names. Now he voted off Keisha, and it doesn't seem like too much blood is on his hands, other than the ones that he was going to put up, that they think he was going to put them up, and now they're like, oh, Cody. So we're going to see how that works, but I'm going to give Cody the Russell crown, and I like to see him when he backed off and didn't go for big targets the second round, his second round of thinking. All right, guys, let's go to, I'm going to talk about David first, Memphis last. David, he's playing a super quiet game. No one really knows how David plays. So that's what's interesting about David. No one knows if he's super good. He could be Russell Hantz. No one knew Russell Hantz. Look what happened to him in Heroes versus Villains. So you never know. He could be like, bam, all of a sudden he could be the Dan of this season. You don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows what David could do. And right now he's playing really low key, and that might be because he's gun shy right now. He's, he got voted out so early the last season that he just doesn't know how to do it. He's like, let me wait. Maybe he's just doing it. Hopefully he doesn't say, let me wait the entire season. But right now you can't say that. We can't really say so much about this player's performance because it's super early in this game. Now, Memphis was second, guys, when it comes to the Russell crown, and because look what he did. He went to each player. He went to all these players individually by himself to create something. While he was doing that, we all was watching, and some of the players were thinking, probably, man, this ain't gonna work. I mean, we need to all kind of be together to talk. But this guy was going, each player, bam, 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 talking to him about being an alliance that he created. Okay, he created this alliance on his own. Now he won HOH. You know what that does? You know what that does to everything that he just planned out? It's perfect. Now watch that alliance. Watch that alliance cement easily. It's going to become one solid alliance, maybe the most solid alliance in the house. Now, I think he'll put up Ian. He's talking about it. And Nicole is with Ian. Will Nicole deflect? I don't think so. It's going to be too solid because it becomes solid now. It's like glue. When he started putting that alliance together, it was wet glue. Now he won. It would have stayed wet glue, and it would have some of it would have fell off if he wouldn't have won HOH. But now, since he won HOH, it is stuck. And it ain't coming off. It's the good glue, the good type. So, I think that by him winning HOH made everything that he tried to do come real. Now it's real talk. So watch what happens. Everybody's going to come in the house that he talked to. Yeah, yay, high five. Like, that was their plan from the beginning when it wasn't. It was Memphis' plan. He created this. And if it works for him, if this alliance stays strong like I think it will, Memphis is going to always get credit for that. This entire episode, we will see that alliance stick together, obviously, because none of them are going to want to go home. So let's see how that develops. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. I know I got Survivor fans that don't watch Big Brother. They're unsubscribing. That's a shame because I'm a reality TV guy, so I'm going to be talking reality TV. Of course, I'm going to do other things on this channel, but right now, Big Brother is here, and I hope you that watch Big Brother subscribe. That makes up for the only Survivor people that's leaving the channel getting butthurt because I'm not just doing Survivor. Come on, guys. I got a channel to run here. So subscribe, guys. Like the channel. Comment below and tell me what you think about my player's performance. And, of course, the Russell Crown. Tell me who your Russell Crown is. And I appreciate you guys for watching. That's all I got. Oh, again, I got every week after the live eviction, I got Surviving Big Brother. This last week, we had Cliff. Next week, we'll have somebody else from the Big Brother alum. Every week, I'll have someone different to talk about what just went on in the house and who got evicted. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. That's all. Keep hope alive.